Happy Monday, people, once again, and welcome back to a fresh week and a brand new episode on the Blossoming Chronicle podcast. And thank you so much to whosoever has tuned in back another week to listen to another story and has devoted time to their growth and their learning. Why your boundaries should be shaped by you and you alone. This is that one question that I have been pondering about a lot lately. And I think this applies to pretty much everything we do, be the substances we consume, the choices we make, the beliefs or notions we choose to believe in, the thoughts we choose to think about, or be it the energy around us, or be it the sexual choices. However, today we are going to focus on substance and sexual choices. So here's a short anecdote from my life. So I've grown up in a Punjabi Indian family. And for those of you who are not from India, you should probably know that people in most Punjabi families, they drink. And so growing up, I've seen most people in my family drink. And I always used to think that what is so much there with this drink that after having it, everyone just goes nuts. And at the age of 20, I was ready for experimentation. And I thought that let's just start with something mild. So I gave a shot to red wine, one of the best brands. I had it. It was fine. It was good. And the second time I tried wine again and it was one of the best brands, but it tasted like shit, whatever. Then the third time I thought, okay, it's time to go big. Now let's try whiskey. Okay. So it was a Scotch, again, one of the best brands. But after having a few sips, I felt like, okay, babe, this is not for you. So I realized that maybe my neurons and my body per se aren't aligning with it. And I heard what actually my body was telling me. And so now here's what I'm trying to convey. And I'm certainly not judging anyone who drinks. So please just don't get me wrong. And I'm not here to criticize anyone who has alcohol. I myself have experimented. But actually, what should be the filter to our consumption choices in life? And in fact, any choice for that matter. And I believe that the answer to that is the why of that particular habit. Let's just say, talking about substance, we talk about alcohol or drugs. So filter number one is, are you having it because you want to, or because your friends call you old fashioned? Are you having it to escape pain, or because alcohol is free? Are you having it to get yourself high because you do not have any other highs in your life? Or are you having it because everyone else around you is having it? I personally have been in this situation many times where at parties I get asked, Sunny, why aren't you having something? Try this, you'll feel good. You know what? You should just try wine. It's just 12% alcohol. Nothing will happen. And most of the times, my refusal is translated to me being really old fashioned. Once at a bar, I asked the bartender for a virgin mojito, and the bartender looked at me as if I've lost my senses. But what we need to remember about consumption choices is that the repetition of an activity in our brain induces lasting cellular changes, and it makes that activity more native to the brain. And if we want to translate it more simpler, it can be translated as neurons that fire together and wire together. And this applies, I think, to most of our habits. Everyone's bodily response to alcohol or any other substance is really different. And so you should be listening to what your body is telling you. A person can have a bottle and look sober, and the other person can have a quarter and the world can seem circling around that person. It really doesn't take a lot of time for a habit to become a bad habit and trap you. And if it does, no one else is going to rescue you. So the thing is that your consumption choices in general should be yours alone, and the boundaries you set should be yours alone. Come to think of it, I think this applies to many other choices in our life as well. And one of those choices is our sexual choices. The children in India are not raised to be sex positive, and that is why growing up they have a very shameful image when it comes to even talking about sex. You forget about having it. There exists a really rigid stigma when it comes to casual sex in India, and it is breaking down. But however, I'm not gonna get into the details of it. Casual sex is completely okay, and obviously sex for that matter, as long as you're careful, you know what you're doing, and you can take responsibility for it. But the true line is that it should not be a race to the bottom. So here are some filters to see if your sexual choices are a red flag or a green flag. Red flag number one: Are you doing it to traverse the road to self awareness? Or are you just doing it because all the other people around you have already done it and you just want to show that you have it in you to do it? Red flag number two is to please your partner. And so some of the similar phrases to illustrate this are, you would do it if you loved me. You have to do it someday. So why not now with me? You like it once we do it. Everyone else is doing it. Red flag number three, you think that you should. Now, all of your friends around you seem to know everything about sex, and you feel really naive, and actually, they do not. So, some of the phrases that you come across are, you mean you've never done it? Well, you know what? I lost it when I was 12. You're a virgin. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, I've had it a lot of times. However, some of the green flags and some of the good reasons where you can choose to go for having sex can be, I like you, I'm having a lot of fun with you, I feel comfortable with you, and I feel respected by you. Now, here's a logic that I read in this book called Under the Carpet by Niyati Sharma, and it's a book about sex education. Often in our 20s, we hear these phrases such as push your boundaries, get out of your comfort zone. And it is completely okay to push your boundaries as long as you are comfortable doing it. But there's a difference between pushing your boundaries and showing them in front of an oncoming train. So, the crux of this episode today is that be it any choice in your life, be it the substances you want to consume, be it your sexual choices, be it the thoughts and beliefs that you choose to believe, the boundaries of those should be shaped by you and only you. Because if you're clear with that, you will be able to shape the further conversations in case of the boundary conflict. It is completely okay to have non negotiable boundaries, and it is also completely okay to have flexible boundaries. But how flexible your boundaries are should be shaped by you and only you. So I just hope that many of you were able to relate to this episode. And I am really keen on listening to what everyone of my age thinks about it, because you surely know what's going on in India. So I'm really keen on knowing what people of my age think about this and what people in general think. And feel free to post your comments on this video and on YouTube and Spotify, definitely. And please subscribe. And if you want to just if watching a complete episode is too much commitment, just go on to Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook, where you can get the tidbits from the episode. And yeah, just post your comments. And yeah, that's it for today's episode, keeping it short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed, and till the next time, keep blossoming and keep growing.